available patients, Secretariat. Chair. So, with your permission, when we start our activity for today, considering that we already request to lead us in prayer.
Let us all feel the presence of your glorious and blessed God. We place our work and ourselves into your hands. Anoint our creativity, our ideas, our energy, so that even when we are challenged, guide us when we are weak.
Work that we do and the way that we do it bring hope, life, and courage to all those who we minister within the organization. Bless the members of the Infrastructure, Trades, and Arts Committee, the Technical Working Group, the Secretariat, the observers, the end user unit, and the bidders with wisdom, discernment, commitment, and compassion, and with courage and strength. Rooted in your love, may your face illuminate all activities and community. This we pray in your mighty and holy name. Amen.
Thank you, Attorney Aya. Now for the roll call, may I request Attorney JR to please to the house, please.
Mr. Chair, present in this afternoon's IBAC procurement activity are the following IBAC members. We have Director Ifraik Bakit, the chairperson. We also have Director Francis Caroline M. Abinadal Arabe, the IBAC vice chairperson. And joining us virtually via MS Teams are Director Divina E. Blas Perez, IBAC member. And likewise joining us virtually via MS Teams is Attorney LJ M. Bernardo, IBAC member. The technical working group who are with us this afternoon are the following. We have Attorney Mabel Comiaken, the TWG Vice Head. Mr. Atak Duca, Mr. Joshua Angel Dumundon, Attorney Nina Rose Abiquibil, Attorney Joey Alphonse Geronimo, Ms. Maria Luisa Boncha, Ms. Onelia Berania, Mr. Jonel De Leon, Mr. Redeth Alejo, Mr. Antonio Garcia, Ms. Loveland Querida, Ms. Chalma Borowa, Ms. Cynthia Recampol, Ms. Monette Vergara, Ms. Gretel Marie Monroy, Ms. Marichu Dumalian, and Ms. Elisa M. Enya. The secretariat who are with us this afternoon are the following. We have Director Venus Yutamundong, the Secretariat Head, Attorney Francis Benedict Pirio, Secretariat Vice Head, yours truly, Attorney JR, Secretariat Vice Head, Ms. Marian Ada Cruz, Mr. Edmond Tamundong, Attorney Aliana Jane Bayawa, Mr. Emerson Peralta, Ms. Monette Vergara, Ms. Cheryl Santos, Mr. Kenneth Columna, Mr. Lynn Mark Katanongan, Ms. Rachel May G. Sadadraca, Mr. Dominic Lopez, Ms. Princess Requintel, Mr. Dominic Piquiros, Ms. Rosel Ventura, Ms. Desiree Tiligar, Ms. Joyce Ann Bautista, Ms. Cherry May Mendoza, Mr. Mark Irvin Renaga, Mr. Glenn Saison, Ms. Glenda Ernacio, Ms. Emanuelita Oteza, and Mr. Marvin Ron. The representatives of Enrique O. London and Associates who are with us this afternoon are the following. We have Architect Crystal Faye E. Junicio, Architect Maria Veronica Castillo, Mr. Meliton Nage, Mr. Bernard Dimaculi, Mr. Leonora Santos, Mr. Ruben Vial, Mr. Manuel Panis, Mr. Patrick Dimaculangan, and Mr. Art P. Guzman. From Design Coordinates Incorporated, here with us this afternoon are the following. Engineer Dennis E. Balbin, Architect Marco Chua, Engineer Rafael Gerardo Tensuan, and Architect Albert Alba. From Mega Foundation International Corporation, likewise present this afternoon are the following: Mr. Normal Santiago, Mr. Leonilo Habagat, and Ms. Leia Dominic Plaza. The representatives of our prospective leaders who are with us this afternoon are the following. From MSDB Construction, we have Ellie E. Lumanlan. From Nation Star Development Corporation, we have Kevin Sanbaan and Cassandra May Ortega. From DMCI, Mr. Uruzgar Fornaleza. From Atmos Set Corporation, Marlon Verano. From DEPKI, we have the following: Karen Marquez, Romel Romero, John Brian Rehenos, Marvin J. Delio. Also from Atmos Set Corporation is Denzel Angelo Dini. From Anrisan Sihan, we have Donald Malapas. From Atmos, again, Jesse De La Vizgen. From HCC, we have Amiel Hubilan and Shirley Lara. From BLBP Corp, we have Conrad Parlon, Benzel Balo, and Lisa Pao. From MCPI, we have the following: Sherlyn Galang and Efren Ruiz. From DATEM, we have the following persons: Mia Marcelo, Ryan Umani, Andrea De Chavez, Marjorie M. Saklang. From ERC, we are being joined this afternoon by Melanie Buday and Georgette Kasham. From SCMDC, we have here this afternoon Ms. A. Malikben and Mark Lu. From Silverworks Construction or Silver Wolves Construction, we have Colin Sanes and John Marie Villoso. From MEC, we have Kathleen Casa, Krisha Charis, and Krisha Charis Jesus. Also, we have Christine May Ilagan from MEC. From BCPC, we have Richard Igat. From BODC, Chris Baldo, and from BRRP, Sally Sarmento, and from Unimasters, we have Mr. Johnny Ramos. The end users and all observers who are present with us this afternoon are the following: Camille Gonzalez, Brian Navarro, Calvin Osher, Octa, Dave Matthew Abella. From the COMELEC Building PMO, we have Director Virgil Juan S. Soriano, COMELEC Building PMO Head, Attorney Endo Diamo, Building PMO Member, and from the Office of Commissioner A. E. Bulay, we have Attorney Maria Jessamine Elizabeth and Ruth Angelica P. Signadoso. The other participants who are with us, these afternoon are the following. From our IPE, we have Mario F. Aguinaldo Jr. and Doms Licuano. We also would like to acknowledge the presence of our personnel from the Commission of Audit. That is all, Mr. Chair.
Chair, for the presentation of the conference rules, may I call on Ms. Mariana, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. For the conference rules, this private conference is open to all interested parties. Questions will only be entertained after the presentation of the IDAC person and the secretary. Questions must be brief, concise, specific, and relevant to the meeting at hand. All questions must address the IDAC person. All questions, requests, and clarifications are requested to be put into writing, addressed to the IDAC person, and submitted to the IDAC secretariat on or before the deadline to submit the same. Observe order during the proceedings, and the act or utterance which would interrupt or disturb the proceeding shall not be tolerated. Please keep your phones to avoid unnecessary noise and maintain the cleanliness of the conference room at all times. That's all.
Can I now present the brief? Okay, for the title is Procurement of the General Contractor for the Post Construction of COMELEC Main Office Building Complex at Pasay City, Phase 1. So structural works and exterior finishes. Funding source is the available balance of the multi-year contracting authority, that's MICA, Authority to Procure approve annual procurement plan for FY 2025. The end user is the Administrative Services Department. The approved budget for that contract is 7,023,240,000 pesos. And this is under IBAN reference number 01-2025-CCMOB. The purchase request is purchase request number 25-10-1750. The pre-procurement conference was conducted on August 29, 2025, 9 a.m. This is our first procurement conference at the training room 2, 4th floor of the Palacio. The second procurement was conducted on September 5, 2025 at p.m. also at the 4th floor of Palacio del Gobernador. The invitation to bid was posted on October 10, 2025 at the following: the LTGX and COMELEC website, COMELEC TV information board at the ground, the 5th, 7th, and 8th floors, and the SBAC information bulletin board at the 3rd floor of the main building annex in Intramuros, Manila. Our opening of bid will be on November 10, 2025 at 10:30 a.m. at the 4th floor of Palacio del Gobernador. The notices of scheduled bid and the opening conference were sent to the following October 10, 2025. To the representative of the office in Chairman for the head executive assistant, representatives of the office of commissioners, COMELEC Building Project Management Office, Administrative Service Department, Internal Audit Department, Procurement Management Department, Finance Services Department, the Law Department, and likewise to the following observers. On the same day, October 10, 2025, Architect Jonathan Manalan of the National Board of the United Architects of the Philippines, to Mr. Gerardo Pancho, President of Philippine Constructors Association Incorporated, to Ms. Loris U. Gacho, Acting Executive Director of Construction Industry Authority of the Philippines, to Engineer Francis M. Season, the President of the Philippine Institute of Civil Engineers Incorporated, to Mr. Armando Gutierrez Jr., the National President of the Philippine Association of Legitimate Service Contractors, Director Pericles Dakar, Chairman of Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board, to Engineer Dennis Balbin of Design Coordinates Inc., the project to Architect Henry Steve Olanan, the Managing Associate of the Enrique O. Olanan and Associates, the Engineer Jerry T. De Rosario, the General Manager of Mega Foundation International Corporation, also to Honorable Eliana Pancho, our Supervising Auditor, Office of the Resident Auditor, COA, Attorney Rona Ancatos, Executive Director of Lente, Mr. Eric Albia, Secretary General of NAPED, and Ms. Emily Simpson, National Person of PPCRD. Now, also the years to purchase of these documents as of today, we have two companies. We have DDP Contract Inc. The date and time of purchase was October 13, 2025 at 1:50 p.m. Another one is Adnos Set Corporation. Date and time of purchase is October 16, 2025 at 12:41 a.m. Next year is a discussion of technical and financial submissions all years.
Thank you, Madam. Again, good afternoon, everyone. Before I proceed po in the discussion of the technical and financial requirements, just a quick clarification po. For purposes of this procurement, the COMELEC is still applying the provisions of Republic Act number 9184 and its 2016 revised Philippine rules and regulations instead of Republic Act 009 or the new government procurement act for the following reasons. First, under RA 009, there is a 3-year transfer period for the approval and issuance of the new procurement standard forms in May 2025, during which procuring entities may continue to adapt the procedures under RA 9184 in standard form. Second, the COMELEC is currently studying and assessing the new standard forms issued under RA 12009 to ensure proper alignment with the Commission's existing processes and operational requirements. Third, the COMELEC is in the process of reviewing and updating its internal procurement manual to incorporate adjustments consistent with the new law to ensure uniformity once the transition is implemented. Fourth, capacity building and training activities for COMELEC personnel are still ongoing to ensure readiness for the full implementation of RA 12009. And lastly, the Infrastructure Resource Committee is awaiting approval for the head of the procuring entity for the formal adoption and application of the new procurement framework. Accordingly, all the procurement activities of the COMELEC shall continue to govern by RA 9184 and its IRR until such time that the COMELEC formally adopts and transitions to RA 12009 consistent with the prescribed transitory provisions. So let's pass the technical and financial documents to be submitted by our reviewers. So first is the ceiling and working fee, so you have to enter the system, your technical and financial component and below under your technical component or the technical and financial documents. And if applicable, your Class B or your joint venture documents. Under the financial component and below, you have your original duly signed and published financial report, your bid prices in the bill of quantities, detailed estimate forms including the summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals using coming up with the bid. and your cash flow by quarter. So this is the illustration po on how you will submit your needs. So you have, again, you have to enter the system, your technical and financial components. Each component po must have original copy, and the COMELEC IBAC also request you to submit additional 3 copies. And then those components po will be placed into the mother envelope. And for the markings, each of your envelopes must have this markings po. So it must be adjusted to the IBAC. And then the name of your company, your address, the project ID number, and the phrase, do not open before dates and the time for the opening of dates. For your technical component, so you have to submit your official certificate of registration at dapat po platinum registration, including all the pages po. And you don't need to submit your permit, your tax clearance, your registration to SEC or CTI for purposes of this submission. All you have to submit na po is your official certificate of registration. But you have to ensure that the last day of your official certificate of registration, kung saan nakalista po yung tax eligibility documents, all those eligibility documents must be valid and current. And just in case po na meron kong expired na, let's say your certificate is still valid at the time of the let's say by December 2025 pa mag-expire yung future certificate of registration. Pero sa annex A of your purchase, let's say your tax clearance, expired na siya by November 1, 2025. So per GDP resolution 15 na 2021, automatic po mag-suspend yung purchase. So from that, yung maging red number your JIP po. So make sure po na yung annex A of your future certificate of registration are all valid and current. And kung sakali man po na may mag-expire na, please update the same po to your JETS. So you have to submit the JETS na to COMELEC. Next is a statement of ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, whether similar or not similar in nature, and complexity this contract will be. So we have a form, Annex B of the dealing documents. You have to fill out all the columns, and please indicate the reference number and or date, NOAA, or purchase for the contract po ng inyong ongoing, and then signed by the authorized representative of the company. Next is a statement of receivable or distributed contracts. So we have a form, Annex C of the dealing documents. For purposes of your SLCC, the definition is general construction works of at least medium-rise, multi-story building per inch. So the not defined medium-rise or mid-rise construction building generally refers to buildings that are between 6 to 15 story high, and your SLCC must be completed within 5 years from the opening of bids. Also, your SLCC, the value of your single project within the combined value of your structural components, building component and other components included in the scope of the POR must have a total value of no less than 50% of the DPC. So here's the form that is attached for this in your meeting documents. So you have to fill out all the necessary columns, signed by the authorized representative. This last column, pinaka-indicate po dyan the proof of SLCC. So tatlo pinakalista, certificate of completion and acceptance for government projects or certificate of satisfactory completion, owner certificate for private projects. Next, a separate document attested to by the client for the identified compliant project certifying compliance with the conditions stated. And third, attach a detailed BOQ for the project and the second detailed BOQ with extracted amounts and an isolated total amount, specifically for the structural components, building and other components included in the scope of the POR. So again, this document must be signed by the authorized representative of the company. Next requirement is that the peer or at least one member of the joint venture consortium must have a valid prefab license with a category of political A, with principal classification general building, and with project size range large B for GE-1, building or industrial, as indicated in the registration particulars of the prefab license. Next, for joint venture consortium, the special license for joint venture consortium issued by the PCAB and the PCAB license of each joint venture consortium members. Failure of the JV or the consortium to submit a special license may lead to its disqualification despite the submission of the individual licenses of each member. At least one member of the JV or the consortium should comply with item V.2.2, and at least one member of the JV consortium should comply with item V.2.3. It is not required for every member to comply with each of the two conditions. Next, for your security, you have different various forms, so it's up to the leaders kung ano yung sasabihin ko. So one form is if in cash, cash manager check, voucher guarantee, or revocable letter of credit, it should be equivalent at least 2% of the EBC or 140,464,800 pesos. Should be office signature demand, it should be equivalent at least 5% of the EBC or 351,162,000. You can also submit this in your declaration, so the GDP has a prescribed form for this. So this is the form, nasa billing documents ito. Make sure that all provisions are stated in your basic declaration if this is the form that you will submit, sent by the authorized representative and duly authorized. Next, document organizational chart for the contract to be bid, not of the year. It is a list of the contractors, key personnel, for example, project manager, project engineers, geodetic engineer, materials engineer 2, planner, CAD operator, and safety officer to be assigned in the contract to be bid. Their complete qualification and experience data using the prescribed form. So, in the bidding documents, make prescribed forms for them. So, list of contractors, major equipment units pledged for the contract to be bid, which are owned, supported, and this must be supported by proof of ownership. List and or under purchase agreements with corresponding engine numbers, chassis numbers, and or serial numbers. Supported by certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lesser vendor for the duration of the contract using the prescribed form. Another proposed legal work manual, legal activities and work schedule presented through bad chart, S-curve, or in any similar tool for project monitoring. So that's in item 6.1 of the DOR. Next, conforming with the issued technical specifications, item 6.2.2 of the DOR. Risk assessment and risk management plan, item 6.3 of the DOR, and conforming with the terms of reference. Next is the judicial omnibus statement, the OSSO prescribed form ng GDP. And attached to your OSS is the authority of the leaders authorized representative. If you're a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, there must be a legally signed an authorized supervisor certificate, board partner resolution, or special power of attorney, whichever is applicable. In case of joint venture, duly signed and authorized special power of attorney of all members of the JV, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign an OSS and who acts to represent the leader. Okay, and yeah, in case of sole proprietorship, duly signed and authorized SPA giving full power and authority to its authorized representative to sign the OSS and representative. So this is the form. So make sure again all the provisions po ay nandyan and signed by the authorized representative and duly authorized. Next is your net financial contracting capacity or your NFCC computation. So we have a form. Your NFCC must at least be equal to the ABC of the project at hand or at least equal to 7,023,440,000. And the computation we provided you na po how you will compute. So it's current assets, that's your current liabilities multiplied by 15. And the total po will be less po sa value of all your outstanding contract. Yung outstanding contract po yung nasa Annex A of your document after this addition, the statement of your ongoing contracts. So your net financial contracting capacity again should at least be equal to the ABC of the contract. And then signed by the authorized representative of the company. For the joint venture, as indicated in our checklist, if applicable, duly signed and authorized joint venture agreement. In case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly signed and authorized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will every include and abide by the provisions of the JDA in the instance that the bid is successful. So each partner of the JDA should submit their respective diligence certificate of registration in accordance with section 8.5 of the revised IRR of RE 924. And the submission of the technical and financial eligibility documents by any of the joint venture partners constitute compliance, provided na kung sino pong partner yung responsible to submit the NFCC, siya din po yung magsasubmit ng statement of all ongoing contracts. And also the audited financial statement, which nandun naman po sa Annex A of the Full Certificate of Registration. Next time, so we're done now with the technical component and local. No? So second, ito na po yung financial component. So again, yung nilalagay po nito is your financial bid form. Kung saan po nakalagay yung total bid mo. Make sure hindi po lapas sa ABC. And dapat po in words and in figures, and should there be discrepancy between the amount in words and amount in figures, amount in words shall prevail. And also your duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantity. So dapat po matutugma yung inyong bill of quantities vis-a-vis your total bid. So for our section 32.2 of RA 24, should there be discrepancy po, you must evaluate based on the calculation on your bill of quantities given per bill. Also, you have to submit your legal estimates forms, including a summary sheet, indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with the bid, and cash flow by order. And remember po sa akin mga leaders po na doon po sa inyong bill of quantities, hindi po pwede NA yung ilalagay nyo or you will leave it blank. Just indicate dash or zero if it means that you will give it free to the overhead po. So, magkakaroon po yun kung ayaw yung dash or zero lang po, hindi po pwede NA. So, that's all po for the technical and the financial documents.
Should we are done with the presentation of the financial reports?
Thank you, Secretary, for the preliminaries. Before proceeding the report, let me know that the committee is being assisted by the representatives from the CI or CFCS, and Foundation, of course, our PM. So, with that, the committee declares that it is open to receive any questions, queries, comments, and even recommendations from our respective leaders. Anyone? Of course, there's we ask today, of course, our partner upload topics. Thank you. Any questions? Any comment George?
Sa 5 years, should have been for the last 5 years. Sila yung for the last 10 years. And based dito sa RE, walang pang decision ng years. Ano ba gagawin?
Still 10 years.
Sir, kindly use the microphone, please.
How about po dun sa RA 9184 sa procurement of infrastructure? Wala po siyang nakalagay na schedule.